Gina, be honest. Are you chasing that hot bod while also feeling bloated, puffy, frustrated, and stuck? Are you trying to get lean while your jeans are tighter, your energy is weird, and your confidence is playing hide and seek? Yeah? Cool. Come, sit down. Because we need to talk about the fact that you're researching cortisol, seed oils, carb timing, whether bananas have too much sugar, but you haven't hit 5,000 steps in 3 days, you don't lift weights regularly, and you're worried about fat burners, your sleep schedule looks like a crime scene, you're asking if lemon water boosts metabolism while free pouring peanut butter like it has no calories. Gina, stop. Respectfully. Some of you are trying to solve a level 9 problem while ignoring levels 1 through 8. That's why you're not losing fat. Not because your body is different or not working, but because your metabolism is retired. Not because you need some magic supplement with a discount code of 10% off. You're stuck because you're majoring in the minors. So today, we're talking about the fat loss hierarchy, what matters most and what matters least, and how to stop wasting time on things that barely move that needle. Let's get into it. Most people trying to lose fat are not lazy. They're busy, they're frustrated, they're overwhelmed, but they're trying in the wrong order. And order matters because when you focus on tiny details before mastering big rocks, two things happen. One, you burn energy without progress. You feel like you're doing so much, tracking water ounces, buying powder, switching meal plans, watching reels about insulin spikes at 11:47 p.m. Meanwhile, the basics are untouched. And two, you damage your identity. And this part matters. Every time you work hard with no result, you start telling yourself, nothing works for me. I'm too far gone. My body is different. I can never lose weight. I'm just meant to struggle. Gina, take a breath. The truth might simply be you've been focusing on low impact things while neglecting high impact behaviors. And that's why this hierarchy matters. It protects your energy, your focus, and most importantly, your belief in yourself. If I'm calling you out already, comment your name below so Gina knows she's not alone. I see you, Gina. We're going from the highest impact to the lowest impact, meaning if the top levels are ignored, the lower levels matter way less. Level 1, calorie awareness and intake. This is the foundation. You do not need to obsessively track forever, but you do need awareness, and tracking does give you that awareness. Fat loss requires consuming fewer calories than you burn over time. That can happen through portion control, food swaps, tracking, eating out less, reducing mindless snacking, increasing movement. But if you regularly overeat, no supplement or probiotic is saving you. Practical fixes would be plate meals instead of grazing. Watch liquid calories. Measure calorie-dense food sometimes. Build repeatable meals and stop pretending bites don't count. For the identity shift, say, I'm the kind of person who tells myself the truth about my habits. Not shamefully, honestly. Respectfully. Level 2 would be adherence. A perfect plan you follow for 4 days is worse than a good plan you follow for 4 months. This is where many people fail. They choose the most aggressive plan they can survive, not the most sustainable plan they can repeat. So ask, can I do this when I'm stressed, busy, after a bad night of sleep, when motivation is missing? If not, it's not your plan. It's a fantasy. Some practical fixes here would be, you're gonna be shocked, but fewer rules, simpler meals, realistic work schedule, room for social life, and a flexible mindset. I'm the kind of person who values consistency over intensity. Level 3 is protein and food quality. Once calories and adherence are handled, now we optimize. Protein helps with fullness, muscle retention, recovery, body recomposition. Food quality matters too. Whole foods tend to be more filling, nutrient-dense, and easier to regulate appetite than hyper-palatable chaos food. This doesn't mean perfection, Gina. It means your base diet should support your goals. So practical targets would be include protein in every meal, Gina. Fruit and vegetables every day. fiber, mostly whole foods, enjoy treats intentionally, not accidentally. I'm the kind of person who fuels my goals. Level 4, you know it's coming, strength training. This needs to be higher than most people place it. Why? Because strength training helps you preserve or build muscle while dieting, improves body shape, supports metabolism, improves insulin sensitivity, and gives your body a reason to hold on to lean tissue, which requires more energy, aka calorie burn. Translation, you don't just want to weigh less. No, you want to look better, feel stronger, and function better. So lift 2 to 4 times a week. Focus on progressive basics. The movement patterns, squat, hinge, push, pull, core. Get stronger over time. You don't need random sweaty punishment, please. You need progressive stimulus. I'm the kind of person who builds a body, not just shrinks one. Level 5 is movement and steps. Some people train for 45 minutes and barely move the rest of the day. That matters. Daily movement increases calorie expenditure, improves health, supports recovery, and makes fat loss easier without needing to slash food aggressively. A practical goal would be increase your baseline movement. Walk after meals, take movement breaks, use stairs more, create step habits. For many people, 7,000 to 10,000 steps is a great target. I'm the kind of person who lives actively, not just exercises occasionally. And level 6, sleep and stress. Now we move into major support systems. Poor sleep and chronic stress can increase cravings, lower energy, reduce training quality, and make good decisions harder. Stress does not break the laws of physics, but it can absolutely influence behavior, and that matters. Some practical fixes would be a consistent bedtime, reduce screen stimulation late, walks, breath work, boundaries, sunlight, recovery habits. I'm the kind of person who respects recovery. And level 7, cardio. Didn't think it was gonna make it on here, did you? Cardio is useful. Great for heart health, work capacity, energy, and increasing calorie expenditure. But many people try to out-cardio poor habits. That's where it gets overrated. Use cardio as a tool, not as a punishment strategy. Some good options would be brisk walking, cycling, swimming, incline treadmill, intervals, zone 2 sessions. A few sessions per week can be great. But cardio works best when levels 1 through 6 are already in place. I'm the kind of person who trains for health, not just punishment. And level 8, fine-tuning and supplements. This is where people love to start. Supplements, nutrient timing, cold plunges, biohacks, carb timing, exact meal frequency. Can these help? Sometimes. Are they the reason people are stuck? Absolutely not. These are extra credit after the homework is done. I'm the kind of person who masters basics before chasing hacks. People stay stuck because they chase what feels exciting instead of what works repeatedly. The lower levels are boring, sorry. And boring doesn't sell well online. It's not flashy on the gram. Nobody gets thrilled by portion awareness, walking daily, sleeping earlier, repeating meals, training consistently, patience. That's not a trend, but those behaviors change bodies every day. Fat loss doesn't usually fail because the method was too simple. It fails because the person keeps abandoning simple things before they compound. But that's behavior change, and identity decides whether you stay long enough to benefit. So here's your challenge. For the next 30 days, stop asking, what's the best fat loss hack? And start asking, what's the highest level in the hierarchy I'm still avoiding? Then handle that first. If you've been around here for a while, you already know what I always say. When those old voices show up, when those old habits start talking, when that old identity tries to run the meeting, what do we hit it with? Who says? Who says basics aren't enough? Who says simple can't work? Who says patience means failure? Who says your next breakthrough isn't hidden in the boring stuff? And who says the old version of you gets the final say? Challenge the thought, challenge the pattern, challenge the identity. If this helped, this channel is where we turn real fitness truth into practical action, behavior change, and identity shifts that create results that you can actually keep. Watch my next video, how to change your body in 90 days without starting over again. And Gina, put down that fat burner, go take a walk. I'll see you in the next one.